Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to draw. I used to, quite a few years back, I used to do paintings and I did angels all the time. And not, it's just my kind of angels, folk art angels. And so I thought one of my favorite ones was this Goth girl one I did. I did it actually for my daughter. And then I did another one and sold it. And I love it. So I think I'm going to work on one similar today, so I thought I would throw the camera on and play. She's an odd girl as well. I think I've been doing odd girls for quite a long time before I even really named them, when I realized that, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So she just starts out with a round face, and since I'm doing it, I don't know if I'm going to put her on a canvas or on fabric, but I'm just kind of scoping her out to see what I want her to be. So I know I'm going to want wings, so I'm going to start with her wings. But my problem is going to be that I'm not going to have enough room. So I might have to do her head and body this way, and then, I mean, her head and wings this way, and then do her body on the canvas or as separate. Or should I just get a new piece of paper? I don't know. Let's try it. All right, because I'm just all about the trying. So I'm just going to do her head, and I'm just going to make a circle. I'm not going to make her as big as I made back in the day. And I just like to do my circle like that. Now, if you're not comfortable doing circles, and I'm trying out a new mic, so please excuse me if I sound bizarre or more bizarre than usual, because I don't know how it's going to be. So I think that's going to be too big of a head. That might be a little better. So I'm just going to kind of follow this around and see where we go. Just like that. Gives me a little bit more of structure. And then I like a very thin neck and straight. Okay, and then this is where her body would go. I kind of make her into like this little monster kind of thing. So I'm going to start there. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. But what's new, right? That's all they do anymore. So I'm going to take my eraser, if I can find it, or I'll just use this one. Oh, organization is not my thing. I love getting Emily in here and helping me organize, but we end up fighting. Because she has her way of doing it, and I have my way of doing it. Even though I need her help, it makes no sense. But I need to just let her come in here by herself. That's what I need to do. Alright, so I'm just kind of erasing the bulk of the scribbles, so I have an idea of where, the circle's going to go. And I can add this in again. I do have, I'll have to show you the next time. I should have grabbed it. I do have a tool that does the circles real nice. But that'll be good. You see, I can't even draw a circle around something. My brain just doesn't function that way. Okay, that'll be good enough. All right, enough futzing. I know you guys are like, why can't you edit? I know some of you get fed up with when I video and I go to open like paints and stuff. I got a comment yesterday, a very nice comment. And I appreciate nice comments. I appreciate constructive criticism because I'm making it. I'm working here and I'm just doing the best that I can. And it's good to know, have criticism, I guess. And there's nothing wrong with good criticism. I don't like when people call me names. But, why don't I open the paint prior? And you're absolutely right. I should do those things, prior and that kind of thing. Sometimes I just don't know the color and then I go to get it and, I think I'm doing good and I don't. So I'm going to make sure that I pay a little bit more attention. Okay, so we have that. So now I'm going to do the eyes, and I want to do little circle eyes. I want to make sure that they're circular. So I'm going to grab my circular thing. I'm going to put her straight because you all know that I draw crooked because that's just the way my brain sees things. So if you're like me at all, you know, don't feel bad. It's just that that's just the way we is. Help if my camera was straight. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a line going across. I'm not going to make it too, worry about it being too straight, but I'm going to do it very lightly. And then I'm going to find the circle. These things are fantastic. Let me know if you guys are interested in maybe me throwing in a giveaway and getting a new one. I know I've given one away, two away before. I don't know if you won this, let me know if you use it and what you think of it. I've not seen anything about it, but if you guys would be interested, let me know, because these things are everything. So I'm going to do the big eyes. So I'm just going to I'm going to judge it on top of that line, you know, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect, but because she's smaller, that's what I'm going to do. Now, normally, I might even do big. Oh my God, Cal. I'm telling you what. My brain is not connected lately. There. See? Just two round eyes. Not a big deal. And they don't have to be spot on because we're going to give her hair and whatnot. And then I like to do her nose low. And I just like to do like what is this? A spread out U? You might have to zoom in a little bit, and then down and down. Give her kind of little nostrils for now. I don't need those lines in there. That makes it look. But you definitely can just do a little, you know, line. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the lips. I'm going to do the same kind of dip, kind of a V though this time, and swing it up and down, swing it up and down. We'll worry later how even it is. Doesn't matter. I'm going to do the line across and then the lip. And these will all be adjusted better, you know, once I kind of see where I'm at. The neck, what I like to do is I like to do stripes. So, of course, we're doing purple and black because there is no other way. And I like to do one here. And this is her body. I don't like it as wide. I'm going to take it in a minute and take it in a minute there. And then erase these. Yeah. And then I like to do, because technically these are her little shoulders, so I like to do just little, put little arms coming in. Because I love for her to hold something. But I'll bring them in so I paint them, because sometimes I forget and I have to do it at the end, which is not the biggest the biggest deal in the world. But I will probably do, like I did last time, a little skull. So that's just a fake skull right there. Just when I sketch, not a big deal. Just so I remember. Yeah, so then the arms will come down there. Because then I can just cover it with what have you. And then, okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. And what I love, one of my favorite things to paint with is when I do these are the off-whites. So one of my favorite off-whites lately is the Apple Barrel Antique White. And you can see she's gonna be light, but she's not gonna be white. Now you can definitely do white. You can take your white and squirt it down and take a little bit of a brown, just a ploop of brown to a bit of white, and definitely mix that and get, you know, an off-white. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can definitely do that. This is a little, looks like a little more yellow to me, but it's just antique white. Not the biggest deal. And I'm not going to trace anything right this second. I'm not going to do anything of that kind, but where's my brush? Take my brush from down here. I'm going to use my bright, number 8, and you'll see. And I'm not even going to wet it. I'm just going in both sides, right? And I'm going around the whole face. I'm going to go over the circles because it will come through. I'm not going to make it so opaque that I can't see it. And it's okay if you go outside the lines a little bit. She's so easy and she's so cute. So I think I'm going to make her into an odd doll quilt as well. You know, a little darker. Halloween's coming and I'm digging it. So I'm kind of getting in that mode. And I know you guys, the ones who don't like it, will say, you know, keep doing the cute ones. And I definitely will. Okay. Like I said, you're going to do hair. So make sure you get on the outside because it's hard once you start getting everything in there, and then you got to go back and put that on. And I'm only putting one coat, so I'm making sure I'm hitting it everywhere. And I didn't wet my brush, like I said, so make sure you get it. And that's what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to just do a little bit on the arms for now. Just bring it in, because like I said, you will be appreciative at the end because I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and had to put arms in. And like I said, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's just like, it's like that stupid stuff that you have to do at the end, like all the details and all, and like you get all the details done, but then you realize you didn't do a certain detail that you wanted to do, and then you try to go back and do it, but you should have done it 3 layers ago, and it's just like, ugh. You know. Okay. My dogs are barking today. I'm so sorry. They're usually with my husband. I don't know what's going on. He's obviously not paying attention to them. Okay. Revenge when he goes to record, I say. No. Okay. The dogs they want to be with him, then they don't. You know how it goes. Okay. Now, I'm rinsing my brush. I've been trying to get in the habit of when I'm done painting to rinse, so when I go for it again, I don't, you know. And I'm going to take this away for now. Because, you know, I end up with it all over me. I took a shower yesterday and went, I mean, literally, and I washed myself and everything, went to cook, lifted up my arm, and I could see the reflection in the pan. I'm like, what is all over my arm? I went and looked, I had glitter. I don't know. I didn't even use glitter yesterday, I don't believe. I don't know. Who the heck knows? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm deciding whether I want to use paint or markers. Drives me crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to do markers on that. Now, of course, you use your paint if that's what you have. You can use watercolor markers, colored pencils. I mean, you can use whatever you want, but that's what I'm just going to do this on here. So I'm just using my Faber-Castell because they're permanent. You can use what else is there? Bic. There is, what else is there? Sharpie. You can use watercolor, like I said. You know, so let me just text my husband because it's all right. But you use whatever you have. Don't think because you don't have these ones that you can't do this with a marker. It doesn't matter because we're not going over it with anything that if it's non-permanent, you know, if it's a watercolor marker, Crayola markers, go to your local Walmart or Staples or Office Max or whatever. They all have the Crayola on sale. Use a coupon. Go to Michael's, AC Moore, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, blah, blah, blah. And even, where were we at the other day? Tuesday morning. And get Crayola. They're great. They're watercolor. It doesn't matter. They have tons of colors, and you can do so much with them. So much. Okay. So I'm just doing every other one. And then I can go in and I can just trace it on the outside. And then go in with my purple. Now, I'm going to show you, if I go to put glitter in here, maybe I want some purple glitter, black glitter. I don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't got that far. But you can still do it even if you're using watercolor, and I'll show you. Okay, so you can see. Now, what I would like to do is take I should probably use white paint. Where are you, white paint? Where are you? All right, I'm going to take a little bit of my white paint. Well, this is still, these are permanent, and you can kind of blow them out a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of white paint in there because it's coming up really dark on camera. But I think I'm going to lighten it. And don't rub it too much because then you'll pill up the paper. So, and you can wet your finger a little bit. That will help. Because I don't want it to be so, you know, and I'm going to do a little bit in the black too, just to kind of lighten it up. And then put some black on it because it is a bit dark. All right, I'll wash that brush off. I'll lay it there, wipe my finger off. And, you know, don't get upset with things. Don't get, you know, like, oh, like I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, it's a bit dark, right? It's okay. Go and dab. Angie's Art Channel, go check her out. Look up Angie's Art Channel. All right. Now I'm going to hit this with my gun, my heat gun or hair dryer. And if you don't have those, look at your local thrift stores. For a couple bucks, you can get a hair dryer. Works just as good. Heat guns are more for embossing. So for, you know, but if you're just using something to dry, use your hair dryer. You know what I'm saying? Or leave it sit for a minute. I just don't have that minute. All right, so I'm going to go back in with the dark purple and just kind of go like this and outline it right now. And I'm going to leave those go for now. And I'll go back in later to fix those, but for the most part, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go in and trace the outside. And I'm not doing anything else with those. What else do I want to do? Let's work on the face very quickly. I'm going to take, I want to use a smudgy pencil. Now, you might not have a smudgy pencil, and that's okay. I might pick a pencil that it's not a smudgy pencil. Who the heck knows with me today? It's been a crazy day already. This is 2B. Do you smudge? Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go in, and let me move in just a little bit here. I didn't realize I was, okay. So I'm just going to take my pencil very lightly, and I'm going to trace that eye. And do the same over here. And if it's not, you know, what you want, don't worry about it. It's generally what you want. You know what I'm saying? And for the eyes, I want to smudge a bit. Now, I know a lot of you don't have smudgers. So let's work with a makeup sponge that's dry, and let's see what we get. So now I have that. And I'm going to put in, I'm going to go like halfway down and do like this. Okay, we're just kind of making an eyelid. Very, very simple. And then I'm going to go in. I'm not going to put white in here. I'm going to leave it this color because I don't want it to be exactly normal, you know. And then I'm going in with just a couple eyeballs. They don't have to be the same. Remember, they're whatever you make them because they're odd girl. We're doing an odd girl. And then I'm going to go and very lightly, we're going to see how this pencil works before I go and do this to everything. So you can see very lightly, I'm just running it. And I'm going to run it here. Just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take, let's see what our sponge does. You want the thicker part. You want it to be fairly thick. You kind of want to hold it because we're smudging. And a Q-tip would work great too. And I'm just going to go, okay, mine smudges good. I don't have any Q-tips sitting here. So you can also use, let me show you, let me tell you. You could take a small brush if you have a paintbrush or something like that that's firm and just kind of go in and that's going to smudge it. Or you can use your hand, your finger. Doesn't matter. It's just you want it smudged. Right now I'm using this. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, love it. Okay, I get so excited. So I'm going to go over here. We're going to do the same. I'm just doing. Now, once I get this eye done, these eyes, before I, of the smudging around, let me know down below if you want me to continue her on another video. I don't want to necessarily bore you guys with, me doing her and adding her on fabric and whatnot, if that's what I do, or if I do a doll, redo her on fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let me know. I can always make her into a canvas too. All right, and this is smudging so nice. Now you can do this with a regular pencil. You don't need anything special. That's just a regular pencil, but you definitely can. Like I'm going to go in now. You can see, I really can't see where my nose and my thing are underneath because they weren't as prominent when I was doing it. So I'm just going to kind of go in and do a nose. Just going to do that U again and go like this and go that. Now look, you can see I did it crooked because I had her crooked because that's the way I look at it. I don't know what. Am I the only one in the world who my brain just does not compute? I can't do certain things. I can't watch certain. A lot of you write me and send me videos from certain YouTubers and that kind of thing, and I can't. It's not that I don't like them. It's that I can't follow them, and it's not because of them. It's because of me. Because my brain just doesn't compute how they speak or how they teach. So it's hard for me to watch, and I just don't, I just don't do it. I usually only watch people that I can understand. It's very bizarre. But am I the only one? I don't know. Maybe I am. I am weird. Okay, so then I'm just going to go do the lip again. We're going to go and do her lip. And I can draw over that or do whatever I want when it's time. I'm not going to worry too much about, if it looks exactly how it was before. We'll see. I like to do, when I do these, I like to do the lips according to the doll itself or whatever I'm making herself. So it kind of matches her more. So she might even be a frowny one. She might have a smart look on her face. Who knows? I don't know. But right now, I'm going to use this and show you that this is just a normal pencil, mechanical pencil, whatever it is, 5. And you'll see you can still smudge. I'm going to smudge underneath. Like I said, let me know down below if you want to see me finish her. All right, so I just traced out her eyes a little bit more. And I'm going in. You see how I'm holding this? I have it like this, right, to the side, and I'm like pushing it. So I get a lot of, and you can see it's smudging perfectly. Just gives you a little bit more of a harder, foamy feel. But look at that. And then go back. And then you can add more, more ink or more, whatever you're using. Like I said, I think this is just the regular number 2 pencil. Now, I use a lot of mechanical pencils. I've been asked many times about why I use mechanical pencils, and I do it because I don't know, the grip of it is better for me. I go through a lot of lead with them, though. So if you have RA or fiber or hand issues and you have a problem drawing or having, holding onto a pencil, which is totally legit, I get it, I know. But when I'm having a really bad day with my hands and all, I use my mechanical pencil. However, because I press so hard, me having hand issues, the way it works for me is sometimes it feels like I'm not holding my pencil or whatever correctly or whatever, and I push down too hard even when I'm using this, and I break the lead a lot. So I always have extra lead because I'm constantly, it's just like a flaw that I have. I've had people have sent me pencils and pens that they have like put things on here, like the school gripper things. They're wonderful, but I go through them fast, and when the pencil's done, I lose the pens. I'm horrible. But those do work really good. So if you do have problems, go get the pencil grippers. But you can definitely see the difference in the sizes. So this is definitely, and this has a grip on it as well. This is a paper mate, and this has grippy on it as well. So this is very helpful to me. And I also even have I have bigger ones, excuse my arm. Like this one, this is a Foray, Foray, and this is a bigger one. It has a grip as well. So there's a lot of them out there, you know, and you can make a grip yourself if you want. Just glue some felt or something around it, rubber, whatever. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here because it's longer than I anticipated. I am going to erase the little skull because I'm going to paint underneath there. Now you can do a heart. I've done many hearts or whatever, but I don't know yet what I'm going to put there, so we'll see. I'm going to erase the lines on here the best I can. And yeah, let me know if you want me to come back on and work on her more, or if you want me to continue and do something else. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys. Progress, not perfection. And please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos and share me everywhere. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. The button's down below. Hit that bell next to it so you can be notified when I upload, which is usually 5 to 6 times a week. And I just love you guys. I love you, love you, love you, love you. And if you guys do this or make a journal or anything that I do on here, please tag me everywhere. All my social media is down below. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I will see you in my next video. Bye.